More sunshine on Thursday with some high clouds, but rain showers arrive by Friday. Good Wednesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, you can see from the Ultimate Doppler Radar, it is a dry scan. The Ultimate Doppler Radar presented by Madlock Tire Service and Auto Repair, East Tennessee's #1 tire service and auto repair since 1953. They've got 5 convenient locations in Knoxville, Maryville, Lenoir City, Athens, and Hardin Valley. If you need your oil changed, maybe you need your tires rotated, maybe you need a whole new set of tires, they're there to serve you at madlocktireservice.com. You can set up your appointment and tell them Captain Accurate sent you. Meanwhile, it's pretty quiet across the state, maybe a few sprinkles there in western sections of Virginia. More active thunderstorms right now on the move in northern Arkansas. We can squeeze in and take a look to the west and also into Oklahoma City, but not severe at this point. But the snow to the north, interesting to see a snow squall warning. I mean, these are the folks in the Syracuse area of upstate New York. They're used to snow, but for them to get a snow squall warning, you know it must have been coming down pretty intense. And so they're getting, in some cases, 1-2 inches of snow or more an hour in some cases, and it piles up pretty quickly. But of course, they're used to it, and it extends all the way into central Pennsylvania. But that was the snow squall warning from earlier today. It's very winter-like there. And meanwhile, we look back to the north, North Dakota, into parts of Minnesota. They're dealing with more snow over there as well. A couple more showers in West Texas and parts of New Mexico. I want to show you the snow potential. Now, for those of you that thought winter was over, well, you're correct. Astronomically speaking, we're now in a new season. But it's kind of funny, because I like to say, if you can have a spring day in winter, like we had last Thursday, it was the upper 70s to near 80, you can also have a winter day in spring, because once we're in spring, look at all the crazy snow in places like Minnesota, North Dakota. I mean, looking at around Minneapolis, we're not just talking about a couple of inches. We're talking like the amount of snow some of you might have gotten during the blizzard of '93, like 1 to 2 feet. 1 to 2 feet of snow. Look at some of those estimations. 23 inches, 26, maybe in northeastern South Dakota. Oh, that's just a couple of it. That's just in March. Oh, pay no attention to the snowflakes there. But it's cold enough to snow up there. We'll be keeping an eye down here because April can be crazy. Easter can be sharply colder. So don't say, oh, it happens only up there. It could happen anywhere. Anytime it strikes, you get the cold air in place. We'll be watching that closely in the coming days and weeks. We talk about that on a daily basis on Captain Accurate Premium. Just hit the subscribe button. Now, I do expect a mostly clear sky tonight. You can see a few high clouds trying to roll in, coming in from the north. Got those showers I mentioned in Arkansas. We got some snow up in upstate New York. Now, I expected a low this morning of 36. Man, were you off? It was 41. Yeah, I know. Knoxville was 41, but it was 36 in Oak Ridge. But wait a minute. To be fair, it was 10 degrees warmer in La Follette, Campbell County. They were at 46. Boy, that makes a forecaster's job pretty hard, don't you think? Well, it can be, especially when you have a southwest wind in the morning. It can vary from valley to hilltops. And that's what we saw. Quite a bit of variability this morning. It was 37 this morning in Oneida. Got down to 33, though, in Tellico Plains. So take your pick. Some were warmer than 36. Some were colder than 36. Just sometimes the way it goes. High temperature today. Also kind of crazy with that wind at 5:07 this afternoon. We got up to 70. And at this morning time frame, I said we could probably get 67. But we exceeded my expectation even there too. Peak gust today was 24 miles per hour. Sun going down now, just a couple of minutes now before 8 o'clock, about 7:48. Meanwhile, high temperatures hit actually 71. Almanac has been revised. 72 was the high in Oak Ridge, and they did hit 70 in La Follette today, while it was only 65 in Crossville. So it depends on where you are. Temperatures were obviously spring-like here. 76 Chattanooga, high temperature there. 73 in Nashville, 74 in Jackson. So today's high has been modified to 71, a very warm day indeed. Headlines, plenty of sun on Thursday. I mentioned rain showers coming in on Friday. We'll talk about the amounts here in a moment. This is, in fact, a southern rain slider, a rainy southern slider as it might be known as, but leftover rain showers will continue on Saturday as it tries to pull to the east. Future rainfall shows nothing, he says. In terms of rain tomorrow, we stop the clock at 5 p.m. Thursday. Heading into Friday, well, that's when I thought it was supposed to move in here. Yeah, it's kind of slow. A lot slower. As I was talking about yesterday, day before, I said it's probably a little slower. And it looks like by 5 o'clock, some of you may not even have seen a drop. All the wet weather seems to be south of I-40 for the most part. Maybe Wartburg and Oak Ridge getting less than 1/10 of an inch. but it may still be dry in Morristown, Middlesboro, and LaFollette by 5 p.m. Friday. Now, Friday night, I have an 80% chance of rain. You can see how quickly it fills back in, and I'm anticipating a half inch to an inch, more likely. The Athens projection has 0.9, so it's close to an inch, but I think many of us will get at least a half inch, if not a little bit more, by the time this thing winds down later on Saturday. Storm Prediction Center talking about some issues that might be found. In fact, they've enhanced, not enhanced, bad word, because that's the orange level, level 3. But I mean to say what they've upgraded the green area to yellow. So that would be a slight risk for scattered severe storms in the Houston area. That's for tomorrow. This includes Austin, state capital there, Victoria, and San Antonio. So the active weather tomorrow will be focused there. That's our friends at the Storm Prediction Center putting these maps together. I'm just illustrating them for you. But the darker green areas show central Texas, south of Dallas could get some isolated storms, as could southern Louisiana. Nothing going on here tomorrow. And as we move into Friday, there may be some hot spots for isolated severe storms near Miami and Fort Lauderdale, down to the far south in southern Florida. Outside of that, looks pretty quiet. And maybe a few dark green areas well south of Tallahassee and well south of New Orleans. The hot spot might be Tampa, St. Pete, and Miami. Those will be some isolated opportunities on Friday. Now here's the futurecast, and again, timing can be different. All models don't models don't all agree. But by tomorrow morning, I think everybody's in agreement. It'll be dry and lots of sunshine. Maybe a few high clouds developing in the afternoon for you. And by the time we hit 5 o'clock, if there's any rain nearby, it looks like it's probably south, well south of Bryson City, North Carolina. This could be like false echoes. By 11 o'clock tomorrow night and into the wee hours of your Friday, some isolated showers may develop. But I think it really gets going as we head into the late afternoon, probably not even this fast. But I think by Friday night, it does pick up. A lot of rain there in red and yellow by late Friday night into Saturday morning. That's why I have an 80% chance. And then eventually, this front, as it slides by, will take some of that rain with it. But you'll notice the low. This low happens to be south of Atlanta. Other map projections take it closer to South Carolina and maybe near Greenville. So we'll keep an eye on this low. How far north does it go? How long does it take for the rain to get out of here? My anticipation is we've got a 40% chance of rain on Saturday as this system begins to depart. But for tonight, 37 is chilly, turns chilly again, mostly clear. Been a pleasant day today to hit 71. We won't be that warm tomorrow, and I'll explain why. Temperatures tonight could easily dip below freezing in Oneida. I suspect upper 20s will be more common in Bell County, Kentucky, Harlan County, Kentucky, and around Jonesville. Maybe back toward Lee County, Virginia. Could be awfully cold in the upper 20s tomorrow morning with some frost. Thursday, 65, more sunshine, some high clouds. Winds will be prevailing out of the northeast tomorrow, just about 3 to 8 miles per hour. I don't expect it to be as breezy as it has been the last couple of days. For tomorrow, 64 for LaFollette, 65 Oak Ridge, but a high near 70 for Tellico Plains and Madisonville, 64 for Crossville. My expectation, thanks to the northeast wind, I think will be a little cooler tomorrow than we were today. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee, warming up to 68 on Friday as we're waiting patiently, tapping our foot. When's the rain going to get in here? Probably likely the second half of the day, but really picks up Friday night. Maybe hits its crescendo, 80% chance, 40% on Saturday, and I've had to lower my expectation temperature-wise on Saturday. I had us around upper 50s, near 60. Now it looks like we'll be lucky to hit 56. So it will be, depending on the track, depending on the timing, I think a little much cooler on Saturday as compared to Sunday. Sunday, I think we'll get with enough sunshine to get back up to 61, but we start frosty cold Sunday morning at 32. Back in the mid-60s next week, and then Tuesday, a 60% chance of rain. Some thunderstorms come in Tuesday night and into Wednesday. That's the way things are shaping up. By the way, if you haven't picked up the Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic, what are you waiting for? All the National Weather Service alerts come right to your phone. You also get some exclusive Barron weather app alerts that don't come from the Weather Service, but come from them, like twisting storm approaching. That's a precursor to a tornado warning. And we had one of those go off back in August when we had a tornado, a very strong tornado, hit areas around Lovell Road in West Knox County. Some didn't get notified because the Weather Service didn't pull the trigger, but Barron did. And we got one of those twisting storm approaching alerts to some of our premium members who noted that they received that warning. Dangerous storm approaching comes in before a severe thunderstorm warning to give you heads up. And storms in your area are very valuable when you're within 25 miles of a bad storm, a nasty storm. You'll get notified on your phone, and it gives you an opportunity to look at the radar and make your own assessment. You get lightning alerts, plus you get up to 16 other locations of your choosing, while most apps only give you 10. So I love the app. Love the app that Pete Michaels is on it. Very easy to download. Go to the App Store, Google Play, and just search the two words Captain Accurate. Pete Michaels has a little rectangle on the app, and you just tap it. You get the latest report right to your phone. You don't have to wait for the commercials to finish playing on the radio. Love that. Anyway, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.